If you are over 60 years old, pay attention. There are 5 habits that, without you realizing it, are weakening your muscle strength every day. The worst part, many people don't know they're compromising their health this way. But the good news is that by identifying and correcting these mistakes, you can regain firmness, improve balance, and even prevent falls. Let me tell you the story of Mr. Elides, who follows us here on the channel. He began to notice that his legs were giving out more frequently, and his strength was disappearing without explanation. After analyzing his routine, we discovered that he was adopting all 5 weakening habits, one by one, without realizing the impact. Now, I'm going to show you how these habits affect your strength and what you can do to avoid it. Sedentary lifestyle and muscle weakness. Sitting for long periods is one of the most harmful habits for muscle strength. The simple act of staying in the same position for hours, often without noticing, directly affects the muscles in your legs, spine, and abdomen. And the worst part, this process is silent. We only start to notice when we struggle to get up from a chair, feel pain when climbing stairs, or experience stiffness in our joints. Imagine the muscle as a light bulb. If you don't flip the switch regularly, it will go out. The same thing happens with your muscles. Even if you don't spend the whole day watching TV, just sitting, whether sewing, reading, or using your phone, makes your body more and more inactive. When the body isn't challenged to move, it starts to reduce its activity on its own. Have you ever felt that locked-up sensation after sitting for too long? As if your muscles were asleep? That happens because they're actually becoming inactive. And it doesn't stop there. Blood circulation also decreases, preventing oxygen and nutrients from properly reaching the body's extremities, resulting in muscle weakness. Over time, this lack of movement even affects balance. Your legs start to react more slowly, your reflexes are compromised, and it becomes harder to correct your step. The risk of falls then increases significantly. Many seniors fall inside their homes because they lack the strength to adjust their step. And all of this may have started with the simple habit of sitting for long periods without stimulating the body. But don't worry, you don't need to make great efforts to reverse this. The key lies in constant movement, even if it's light. Standing up every hour, stretching your arms, rotating your shoulders, moving your feet, or even walking around the house a bit is enough to keep your muscles awake. These simple gestures, done regularly, make all the difference in preserving your body's functionality. Now, imagine doing this every day, for years. Muscle weakening happens gradually, until one day you realize that even climbing a step has become a challenge. That's why paying attention to these small daily behaviors is essential. And inside the home, the danger of a sedentary lifestyle intensifies, as the domestic routine, seeming safe and calm, ends up inviting us to be inactive without us realizing it. Diet and protein deficiency. This is a common but very harmful mistake. Many seniors believe that eating less is a synonym for health, when in fact it can worsen muscle frailty. As the years go by, the body needs more attention to the quality of food, not just the quantity. When we go many hours without eating or make poor food choices, the body begins to consume its own muscle mass to get energy, which directly affects strength and vitality. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle strength. Without it, the body cannot properly repair and rebuild muscles. And pay attention, meat is not the only source of protein. Foods like eggs, beans, lentils, plain yogurt, low-fat cheeses, and even seeds can make a huge difference in your muscle health. Including these foods in your diet is crucial to preserve muscle mass, especially for those already facing muscle frailty, something common in old age. When protein sources are left out of meals, especially breakfast, the body starts to show warning signs. Weakness when getting out of bed, trembling arms, or a constant feeling of exhaustion by the end of the afternoon may be directly linked to this nutritional imbalance. Prolonged fasting and nutrition. Many seniors end up falling into the trap of prolonged fasting without realizing its negative impact. Due to lack of appetite, a busy routine, or the mistaken idea that going without food cleanses the body, the organism enters a state of energy conservation, retaining energy and reducing muscle activity, which accelerates weakening. A common mistake is consuming heavy, fatty foods right after a long fasting period. For example, eating eggs after many hours without food can cause digestive discomfort and even insulin spikes, further harming the body, especially in people with pre-existing health conditions. The beginning of the day is crucial for nutritional balance. Ideally, fasting should be broken with something light, nutritious, and easy to digest, and only then should denser protein sources be included. A balanced diet affects not only muscles but also the immune system, memory, and mood. Simple meals that are rich in nutrients throughout the day are essential for maintaining muscle strength. Eating well doesn't have to be expensive or difficult. It's more about making conscious food choices. This point is even more important for seniors who live alone or have difficulty cooking, making it essential for family members and caregivers to stay alert. A common mistake among seniors is eating eggs after prolonged fasting. If you want to understand the effects of this habit and how to avoid it, watch our video for more information on how it affects muscle health. Importance of sleep for muscle health. Sleep is an essential repair process, especially for seniors. During sleep, the body reorganizes itself, rebalances hormones, eliminates toxins, and rebuilds worn-out tissues, including muscles. For older adults facing muscle loss, a good night's sleep is even more important. When sleep is poor or irregular, the body's recovery cycle is disrupted. This reduces the production of growth hormone, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass, contributing to sarcopenia and gradual loss of strength over time. In addition to affecting muscles, poor sleep disrupts the biological clock, disorganizing appetite, metabolism, and even bowel function. The result? Loss of energy throughout the day, constant fatigue, and even dizziness upon standing, often attributed to age, but which may actually be the result of poor sleep. Many seniors go to bed early, but wake up several times during the night, whether due to joint pain, the need to go to the bathroom, or even racing thoughts they can't quiet. The lack of deep sleep hinders the body's recovery and impacts muscle health. Taking care of sleep hygiene is essential for effective muscle recovery. Avoiding bright lights at night, reducing screen time, and maintaining a regular sleep routine are simple but effective actions. The environment also plays a key role. A quiet, well-ventilated, and comfortable bedroom helps ensure the necessary rest. Avoiding heavy meals at night and the consumption of coffee or black tea in the late afternoon can improve sleep quality. Additionally, relaxing activities such as reading or listening to calming music help the body prepare for deep, restorative rest. Sleeping well is a direct investment in preserving physical strength. When the body rests properly, it wakes up more energized, with better balance, clearer thinking, and muscles ready for the day. Sleep is just as important as a balanced diet in maintaining muscle and overall health. Hydration. Hydration is one of the essential care practices for seniors, but it is often neglected. With aging, the perception of thirst decreases considerably, which means many seniors don't even realize they're dehydrated. This results in long periods without fluid intake, without realizing the impact on health. Dehydration directly affects muscles. When the body lacks sufficient water, blood circulation becomes impaired, slowing down the transport of oxygen and essential nutrients to the muscles. The result is loss of strength, cramps, tired legs, and difficulty standing up or walking steadily. The key to avoiding dehydration is not drinking large amounts of water at once, but maintaining constant hydration throughout the day. Even if you're not thirsty, it's important to drink a glass of water upon waking, mid-morning, before lunch, and so on. This steady pace of hydration keeps the body fueled more efficiently than a large intake of water in a short period of time. In addition to improving muscle strength, water has a direct impact on joint flexibility, balance, brain function, and even mood. Dehydration can lead to problems such as irritability, memory difficulties, and low motivation for physical activity, creating a negative cycle that weakens the body even further. It's essential to pay attention to the type of liquid consumed. Soft drinks, processed juices, and beverages high in sugar do not replace water. On the contrary, in many cases, they contribute to dehydration. The best choice remains pure water, which can be complemented by natural and mild teas without sugar. Staying hydrated is more than just drinking liquids. It's about caring for the body's vitality. Regular hydration helps increase energy, improve muscle performance, and reduce the risk of falls, especially for those seeking quality of life after age 60. Medication use. Many seniors take medications daily without knowing the side effects these drugs may have on muscle health. Medications such as corticosteroids, statins, and sedatives, although necessary in many cases, can have significant impacts on muscle health and balance. Corticosteroids, used to treat inflammation, autoimmune diseases, and respiratory issues, can accelerate the loss of muscle mass when used for long periods. This hinders the regeneration of muscle fibers, and this effect is often mistaken for simple aging. Statins, which are prescribed to control cholesterol, are effective in protecting the heart but can cause muscle pain, weakness, and inflammation. This can make simple tasks like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair much more difficult. Often, seniors don't realize these symptoms are caused by the medication. Sedatives, used to improve sleep quality, also impact muscle health. They reduce alertness, slow down movements, and decrease muscle tone. This impairs balance and increases the risk of falls, especially at night or upon waking. That's why regular medical reviews are essential to ensure that prescribed medications are truly necessary and to assess side effects that may be impacting the senior's health. Often, a simple change in medication can lead to significant improvements in strength, balance, and overall well-being in older adults. Vitamin deficiency, D and B12. Vitamin D and vitamin B12 deficiencies are common in people over 60. These often silent deficiencies can gradually affect health and are frequently mistaken for the natural aging process. Lack of vitamin D compromises calcium absorption, weakening bones and harming muscle strength, while vitamin B12 deficiency affects the nervous system and red blood cell production, harming energy and muscle performance. These deficiencies directly impact muscle and bone health, reducing mobility and physical strength. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in bone health, but its benefits go beyond that. It is essential for muscle strength, the immune system, and balance. When levels are low, the risks of muscle weakness, falls, and slow injury recovery increase significantly. With low levels of vitamin D, muscles become weaker, balance is compromised, and injury recovery takes longer. These deficiencies directly affect the strength and mobility of older adults. So it is essential to consider vitamin D deficiency when there are difficulties in maintaining balance or a drop in muscle strength. Vitamin B12 is essential for the nervous system and red blood cell production. Its absence can cause extreme fatigue, tingling in the hands and feet, difficulty walking, and even mental confusion. Over time, this deficiency can impair motor coordination and affect balance, increasing the risk of falls. Symptoms such as excessive tiredness, body aches, and lack of balance are often attributed to advanced age, but may be signs of vitamin D or B12 deficiency. Routine testing is essential to identify these nutritional deficiencies, especially when symptoms are not obvious. In some cases, diet alone is not enough to maintain ideal levels of vitamin D and B12. Supplementation may be necessary, but should always be done under professional guidance. Detecting and treating these deficiencies early can significantly improve muscle health and quality of life. Sensory stimulation and motor coordination. Lack of sensory stimulation and the absence of activities involving motor coordination are key factors in physical weakening in old age. Without regular challenges for the body and brain, reflexes become slower, muscle response weakens, and balance deteriorates over time. Activities that combine physical movement with cognitive stimulation, such as dancing, coordination games, or crafts, are essential to maintain effective communication between the brain and muscles. These exercises help preserve agility, reflexes, and the ability to react to unexpected events, such as falls, directly contributing to the elderly's safety and independence. Many seniors, due to limitations or lack of encouragement, restrict their activities to simple daily tasks and spend long periods watching television without varied visual stimuli or motor challenges. This prolonged inactivity can impair agility and the ability to respond accurately. In addition, the brain also needs constant challenges to keep the body active and healthy. When the brain is not consistently stimulated, the body becomes more susceptible to weakening. Practical activities that require coordination, such as embroidery, painting, gardening, or other tasks that demand hand precision and proper posture, are fundamental to preserving strength, coordination, and balance. They keep the body and mind agile, helping to ensure that the loss of agility is not seen as a simple effect of aging, but rather as a consequence of a lack of physical and mental stimulation. Poor blood circulation. Poor blood circulation, especially in extremities like the legs, is one of the main causes of strength loss and fatigue among the elderly. When blood doesn't circulate properly, muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, resulting in fatigue, tingling, and numbness. Poor circulation may present symptoms such as a feeling of heaviness in the legs, numbness, and tingling. These signs indicate that the muscles are not being properly oxygenated and nourished, which can compromise muscle strength and mobility over time. Lack of good circulation impairs muscle regeneration and contributes to progressive weakening. Conditions such as varicose veins, diabetes, and poorly controlled hypertension are common among the elderly and can further worsen poor circulation. These conditions hinder effective blood transport, affecting the flow of oxygen and nutrients to the muscles, which accelerates the loss of strength and energy. The good news is that with proper care, lifestyle changes, and medical monitoring, it is possible to improve blood circulation and, consequently, muscle health. This translates into more energy, better balance, and improved quality of life. Varicose veins, for example, cause vein dilation and hinder blood return to the heart, which leads to a feeling of heavy legs and increases the risk of complications such as thrombosis. Moreover, they impair circulation, harming muscle health. Diabetes can also affect blood circulation by damaging vessels due to excess glucose in the blood. Over time, this condition reduces the supply of oxygen and essential nutrients to the muscles, worsening muscle weakness and hindering physical performance. Poorly controlled hypertension increases pressure in the arteries, making blood flow more difficult, especially in the extremities. This worsens circulatory problems and contributes to muscle frailty and excessive fatigue. To improve circulation and protect muscle health, it is essential to adopt preventive measures. This includes managing underlying conditions, maintaining a balanced diet, and engaging in physical activities that stimulate circulation. Additionally, avoiding harmful habits such as sedentary behavior and poor nutrition is crucial to prevent muscle loss and ensure healthy aging. Oral health and nutrition. Oral health, often neglected, has a direct impact on the ability to eat properly, and consequently, on muscle health. Weakened teeth, poorly fitted dentures, or pain when chewing can make it difficult to consume essential foods needed to preserve muscle strength. Dental problems, such as broken or poorly adjusted teeth, can lead elderly people to choose foods with low nutritional value. This results in a diet deficient in proteins, minerals, and essential vitamins, harming the maintenance of muscle mass and accelerating muscle weakening. Protein-rich foods, such as meat, fish, eggs, and legumes, are essential for muscle building and repair. When chewing becomes difficult, these foods are harder to consume, directly impairing muscle strength. The lack of essential nutrients, such as calcium, iron, and vitamins, can accelerate muscle weakening and affect the overall health of the body, including the immune system. Dental problems can also result in nutritional deficiencies, making the body more vulnerable to disease. Maintaining oral health is essential to ensure proper nutrition and preserve muscle health. Regularly visiting the dentist and ensuring that dental prostheses, when used, are well adjusted, can significantly improve quality of life and facilitate the intake of nutritious foods. If there is pain while chewing, it is important to seek professional guidance to treat dental problems. Additionally, choosing easier-to-chew foods, such as ground meats, cooked vegetables, or purees, can ensure that the elderly continue to receive the nutrients needed to maintain muscle health. In cases of nutritional deficiencies, nutrient supplementation, such as calcium and vitamin D, may be necessary, always under the guidance of a doctor. It can help fill gaps in the diet and improve the bone and muscle health of the elderly. Muscle weakening in old age is also closely related to silent habits, such as sitting for long periods, skipping meals, poor sleep, inadequate eating, and drinking little water. Observing and adjusting these habits can prevent future problems. Simple changes in the daily routine, such as improving diet and increasing physical activity, can have a big impact on muscle health and prevent more serious problems in the future. Paying attention to lifestyle habits is essential to maintaining health and quality of life during old age. Conclusion: did you enjoy this content? Were you surprised to realize how silent habits can directly affect muscle health in old age? From 0 to 10, how would you rate what you learned here? Leave your opinion in the comments. It is very important and take the opportunity to also tell me where you're watching from. I'm extremely happy to know how far this message is reaching. Together, we're creating a movement for health and well-being in old age that is spreading throughout Brazil. If you've made it this far and believe that it's possible to transform your health and quality of life, no matter the challenges you have faced or are still facing, write the phrase, "My health is my priority," in the comments. This is a declaration of strength and commitment to yourself, showing that you are ready to take care of yourself in a simple and effective way. If this class touched your heart, share it with at least 3 loved ones. It could be a father, mother, grandparents, friends, especially someone over 60 who needs this information. Your kind gesture can make all the difference in someone's life. And for those who want to continue on this journey, I'll leave 2 videos on the final screen that complement this content. One talks about the main habits that weaken muscles in old age and how to combat them, and the other reveals how to improve muscle health with simple and effective changes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to be notified whenever a new class is posted. That way, you'll always be one step ahead in your health. Thank you very much for staying with me until now. I wish you lots of health, strength, and determination on your journey. See you in the next class.